Good morning. It's Tuesday morning in July. My name is Bob Gersh with iReverse Home Loans. I'm a reverse mortgage specialist. And today I'd like to tell you a real quick story about decluttering, basically getting rid of those items that you're falling over, that are just taking up lots of space, that you can't get into your storage room because there's no room left. Over the last number of weeks and months, I've been trying to declutter my house. And what happens is that the items over the last 30 plus years keep accumulating, and it's not just all at once, but day in and day out, a little bit more and more, and the piles get higher. And then eventually it goes downstairs into our downstairs area. Eventually that area gets filled up and it goes into our storage area. And ultimately the storage area gets completely filled. Well, slowly but surely I've been working in the storage area, clearing things out. And one of the things that have been happening is that as we find things that were mine, my wife's, my kids. And my kids are grown, have their own families, and have gone off and have their own homes. And once in a while they come back to visit. Well, one of my daughters, my younger daughter, did come back recently to visit. And we had a couple boxes of items which was from her high school, from her college days. And wanted to go through those items with her. And she didn't want anything to do with it. Basically, she said, just throw them out. I don't need them, I don't want them, I haven't missed them. That's fine. But we felt maybe there's something in there that she'd like to be able to have as a memento. Maybe one item. And I understand she doesn't want to clutter up her house. That's good. That's, it's the right attitude. But again, maybe there's something. So in the end, my wife went through the boxes, and one of the items she found was this type of list that when my daughter was in elementary school that they had, and each of the students wrote what they thought would happen in the future. And my daughter actually said, I'm going to be a mother. It's true. And she said where she's going to be living, and it's not in Massachusetts, it's in another state. But of all the 50 states, she picked a state, and this is many years ago, when she's in elementary school. She picked where she'd be today. That's interesting that she came up with that. My wife said, why did you pick that state? Well, it's a pretty state, nice flowers, and I like the way the state looks. Well, turned out that's where she's living, and that's where she has a home and a family, and that we did save that. And we did shred and or toss out the rest of the boxes. But there were a few things we did save for her, including that memento of, what she thought the future would be. Well, I want to liken this situation to what a lot of my clients get involved in, and that is they have a lot of baggage, a lot of things in their homes, and, it's like ignoring them. And they're also ignoring what the future will bring to sit down and write out, like my daughter did in elementary school, where you'll be in the future. I think that having the attitude of ignoring those boxes is probably wrong, but at the same time, going through them and getting rid of a lot of the clutter is right. Now, along with that, finding that, you ultimately come across notes that you made many years ago, which basically ended up being the direction you're going in, is a great thing to have. Obviously, when asking my daughter, she remembers writing it. She remembers that where she wanted to live. And so maybe it's subliminal, but she had a plan, and she actually put it down in writing. And years later, we now found that plan. But she remembers the plan, and it probably has affected her decisions, and she ended up exactly where she wanted to, with a family in the state that she wanted to live in. And it's a great story. And it all goes back to cleaning house is good, seeing what you have is good, and doing it and planning for the future is good. So hopefully you can take a little bit from this and maybe sit down and write where you think you're going to be in the next 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years, as my daughter did. At that point be able to have some kind of plan And putting it in writing kind of memorializes it. You know, look around your house, look where you'd like to be. Be it that you want to declutter your house, clear out some items, make it safer. Be it that you want to be at a downsize, or just be it that you just want to plan for the future. Now is the time to do it. And during the summer, if there's some time where it's not good weather outside, it's either too hot or raining, and you may want to spend some time doing some decluttering, do it. You want to sit there and maybe take a pad of paper and write down what you think your life's going to be 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now. It's a good way to be able to start the process of thinking and know what actions you may need to take in the future to get where you want to get to. So that's all for today. Again, thank you for listening, and have a good day. And my name is Bob Gersh with iReverse Home Loans. If you want to talk to me about any of these issues or other issues, feel free to call me at 781-202-7475, extension 700. Again, that's 781-202-7475, extension 700. Thank you, and have a good day.